Hi, how come you're not wearing a mask?
Heshi, I'm surprised you noticed. It's because those dumb animators forgot about me.
That's too bad. You better social distance, or they'll get rid of you.
Haha, very funny. What's up?
I think Stan is losing it. Some of his rants have been off the wall lately. Watch this one.
Good morning. It's Thursday, September 3rd, and I have a question to ask everybody out there. In this country of 330 million people, are we stupid? I'm asking all citizens and non-citizens who live in this country, are we stupid? I'm going to tell you why I think we might be considered stupid by some. You probably think I'm going to talk about the protests and the riots, which were pretty stupid the way we're reacting. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something that is quietly creeping up on us. And this has to do with COVID-19, and it has to do with the hand sanitizers. Now, we all know because of COVID-19, we're supposed to wash our hands for 20 seconds, rub the soap in and everything, because that will kill the bacteria, which is covered with a layer of fat, and the soap will get rid of the fat. And the 20 seconds was a critical time element, because maybe if you did it for 19 seconds, you wouldn't remove all the fat. But if you can't get the soap, they're giving out hand sanitizers all over the place. Now, what's happened is the Federal Drug Administration has warned people against the hand sanitizers that look like drink. And that's where this spiel I'm giving on stupidity is that people are actually looking at this stuff and in some case confusing it for beer or soda or something. And why do I say that? Because the manufacturers of this hand sanitizers are packaged like that. They're packaged to look like food or drinks. Now, hopefully, we can read. And we can recognize that it probably says somewhere on the package, hand sanitizers. But meanwhile, our health agencies are pushing for better hygiene to curb the spread of coronavirus, of course. And the top health regulators found that many hand sanitizers actually look like beer cans, children's food pouches, water bottles, juice bottles, vodka bottles. In fact, some of these products, I call them products, are being sold with cartoons for children. And they've had added flavoring in them, like chocolate or raspberry. Now, if you see that, are you going to wash your hands or hand sanitize with chocolate or raspberry? No, you're going to look at that and say, oh my goodness, there's a new drink on the market. Maybe I'll give it a shot. And if you give it a shot, you'll get sick as a dog. So the FDA commissioner, Stephen Hahn, made a statement. And he made a fairly intelligent statement. But I think it's totally unnecessary because I don't believe in my heart that people are that stupid in this country that they're going to drink hand sanitizers. Anyhow, he said, these products could confuse consumers to accidentally ingesting a potentially deadly product. Well, maybe, I remember when there were bottles of iodine and they had a skull and crossbones on the bottle. Maybe that's the way to package these things. Yes, we got chocolate and raspberry flavors, but we also got a skull and crossbones on the bottle. Because I remember that indicated that it was poisonous. So I think all hand sanitizers ought to have a skull and crossbones on the bottle. What? It can't hurt, right? In fact, you could have the skull announcing that we've added chocolate and raspberry to the product. So let's have a skull and crossbones on all these products. And he also had to warn, I guess he's talking to the parents, that children might mistake this for food and it could result in alcohol poisoning. Well, it wouldn't affect the kids if they were smart enough to put a skull and crossbones on the bottle. Yes, I'm definitely in favor of skull and crossbones on it. In fact, we should put a skull and crossbones on every product that is potentially dangerous if you ingest it. Like the disinfectant that we were encouraged to drink when COVID-19 first struck. If that bottle had a skull and crossbones on it, then maybe somebody wouldn't be stupid enough to suggest we drink it. And guess what? The CDC, which had backed the use of sanitizers if soap and water were not available, has reported several cases of methanol poisoning, some even fatal, caused by swallowing the alcohol-based hand sanitizers. I think so. If they were backing hand sanitizers, they should have backed it with some kind of warning. And as I said before, it's time to put a skull and crossbones on all the bottles of all these potentially dangerous products that are running around. Because even though I think that most people in the United States can read and are fairly intelligent, that doesn't override the stupidity of some. So let's have a campaign. Let's protest the lack of skull and crossbones on bottles that are potentially dangerous. Great big skull and crossbones. You don't even have to read. You can just look at the picture and know you're in trouble. So that's this morning's rant. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
That wasn't so bad. He's done a lot worse than that.
Okay, maybe I'm just getting tired of watching him every day.
Bullshit, you, like the rest of us, have nothing better to do.